U.S. troops slowly had started arriving in France in 1917, but mostly remained in rear areas for training. By the middle of 1918, American troops finally saw action against German forces in France. The 36th Division arrived that summer, and the Tea Patchers became part of the French army in the Champagne region near the city of Reims. The tough hombres of the 90th Division served with American and French forces in the September 1918 campaign in the Saint Mihiel salient, south of the town of Verdun, and under the leadership of General John J. Pershing. Besides these two divisions, Texans had been scattered throughout the U.S. Army. They would all see plenty of action. The Great Offensive to finally defeat the German forces in France occurred in October. The principal American army would push up the west bank of the Meuse River Valley, with the ridges and hills of the Argonne Forest to the west. The 42nd Rainbow Division, including men from Texas, and the 90th Division participated in this major attack. Meanwhile, the 36th Division fought as part of the French Fourth Army against German positions on Blanc-Mont Ridge to the west. This effort, known as the Meuse-Argonne Offensive, helped collapse the German army after weeks of tough combat. On November 11, 1918, the opposing armies agreed to an armistice, ending the active fighting in the war. More than 50,000 American troops had died in combat, many of them Texans. 3 Texans won the nation's highest award for bravery, the Medal of Honor. Private First Class Daniel R. Edwards served with the 1st Infantry Division. Born in the Falls County farming town of Moorville, he had signed up at nearby Bruceville. He'd been wounded in the fighting near the French town of Cantigny and had earned the 2nd highest award for bravery, the Distinguished Service Cross. When his command was heading back into action near Soissons, Edwards left the hospital and joined the battle. On July 18, 1918, he entered a German trench during the fight and captured 4 enemy soldiers, returning them to American lines before artillery fire wounded him for a 2nd time. Surprisingly, he survived the war. Hospital apprentice First Class David E. Hayden of Florence in Williamson County was a Navy corpsman, a medic. He served with the 6th Marine Regiment in the 2nd Infantry Division in the Saint Mihiel Offensive. On September 15th, in Thiaucourt, France, Hayden rescued a wounded comrade while under heavy enemy machine gun fire. He carried the injured soldier back to safety. He also survived the war. Private David Barkley of Laredo in Webb County also won the Medal of Honor. He was the son of a career U.S. soldier guarding the Rio Grande and a local woman, Antonia Cantu. Barkley enlisted in the U.S. Army and served in the 89th Division. During the American offensive up the Meuse River, Barkley swam across into German-held territory to scout their position. On November 9, 1918, having finished his mission, Barkley swam back to the American side of the stream to report, but his muscles cramped up in the cold water, and he drowned. Authorities returned his body to Texas, and he lay in state at the Alamo before being buried with military honors at the San Antonio National Cemetery. From the Rio Grande to the River Meuse, Texans maintained their reputation as reliable soldiers.